This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Rear brake pads replacement. EPB deactivation procedure. Turn the ignition to on. Hold down the accelerator pedal and push the EPB switch inward. While still holding the accelerator pedal down and brake switch in, turn the ignition to off. Then within 5 seconds, turn the ignition to on. Turn the ignition off and let go of the EPB switch. The EPB is now in the inactive or service mode and is safe to perform the service work needed. To confirm this, a relevant message should appear on the Driver Information Center on the dash. Open the door and pull the hood release lever located on the driver's side kick panel. Slide the hood safety latch to the left, then raise the hood upwards. Apply the handbrake. Chock the front wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Insert a screwdriver into the slot in the hubcap and pry the hubcap off. Loosen the rear wheel lug nuts. Place a floor jack under one side of the rear axle, raise the axle, then support it with a jack stand placed under the end of the axle between the leaf spring clamp studs. Remove the rear wheel lug nuts and remove the wheel. Remove the cap from the brake fluid reservoir. Position a drain pan under the brake assembly and clean the caliper and surrounding area with brake system cleaner. Using a wrench to counterhold the caliper guide pins, remove the upper and lower caliper mounting bolts. Pull the caliper off of the pads and mounting bracket, then suspend the caliper with a length of wire or coat hanger to avoid placing any strain on the brake hose. Remove the inner and outer brake pads. Take note of the position of the pad wear indicator, if equipped. Remove the brake pad support plates. Clean the mounting bracket with brake cleaner and a shop rag to remove all remaining debris. Install the upper and lower pad support plates onto the caliper. On electronic parking brake systems, place the brake pads into the caliper and use a scissor-type brake pad separator tool or a caliper piston retractor tool to move the piston back into the caliper bore to make room for the new pads. On models without an electronic parking brake, a C-clamp used in conjunction with an old brake pad can be used to depress the piston into its bore. As the piston is depressed to the bottom of the caliper bore, the fluid in the master cylinder will rise. Make sure that it doesn't overflow. If necessary, remove some of the fluid. Install the outer and inner brake pads on the mounting bracket. Remove the caliper guide pin, clean the old grease off, and apply a coating of high-temperature brake grease. Reinstall the guide pin, making sure the lip of the seal seats completely. Repeat this for the remaining guide pin. Install the caliper onto the mounting bracket and over the pads, then thread in the mounting bolts. While counter-holding the guide pins with a wrench, tighten the upper and lower caliper mounting bolts to the specified torque setting. Repeat this procedure on the remaining rear brake pads. Pump the brake pedal slowly several times to seat the pads against the disc. Install the wheel and lug nuts. Lower the rear of the truck to the ground. Tighten the wheel lug nuts to the specified torque setting. Install the wheel trim caps. Release the handbrake. Check the brake fluid level in the master cylinder reservoir and add new brake fluid if necessary until the fluid reaches the max mark in the reservoir. Install the reservoir cap. EPB activation procedure. After completing the service work, you'll need to reactivate the electronic parking brake system. Turn the ignition on and hold the accelerator pedal to the floor as you move the EPB switch in the active position, pulling outward. Turn the ignition switch to the off position without releasing the accelerator pedal or the EPB switch. Within 5 seconds, turn the ignition switch to the on position. Release the accelerator pedal and EPB switch. The EPB is now in active mode and is ready for use.